So PlayStation has definitely had some very strange stances when it comes to anime style games. What's funny is the better, more complete versions are ending up over on Nintendo consoles and in some cases even Xbox. But the Japanese company, which is, Sony, PlayStation, those are kind of turning out to be the lesser versions, which is really kind of odd. It's actually really funny when you consider Nintendo has uncensored versions of a game. When you look at their history, you think back to the days of Super Nintendo and Sega and hell, even like GameCube and so on and so on. Like Nintendo was the big family company, and they've really loosened up a little bit on that. And now it's almost like, well, I'll just get it for the Switch. If it was a game like this, Atelier Ryza, I would get it for the Switch because I would know that I could feel confident that there would be no changes. Now, Atelier Ryza was kind of a little bit of a phenomenon because it ended up doing very, very well in the West, and I don't believe it was ever censored, but there were a lot of Puritans that were mad about it, particularly because, she's a little thick, and they were a little mad about that. There was some pretty funny videos to talk about. I'm sure the sequel will get the same Puritan attention. Reset Air didn't like it and so on and so on. I'm sure they won't like this one either because, well, this character, she's supposed to be either incredibly overweight or be a walking pole, I guess. That's usually what the Puritans like. One or the other. You can't have any thickness. That's usually uncalled for. But anyway. The Atelier Ryza developer Gust, I believe is their name. They did this interview clarifying their stances on censorship, which I find interesting because before they made it sound like they were very, very against censorship. And now they're kind of walking that back a little bit, but not. It's a very strange statement. I want to go over it with you. And it came out after this. So check this out. And this is why I'm a little worried when they say this game won't be censored. Right? It's not going to be censored. Even though in The Last of Us Part 2, you can have Abby pretty much get completely buck naked and get into a little romp session with that one character. That's okay. I guess it's because she has no chest. Maybe that's why. I don't know. And she was pretty ugly. But anyway, check this out. So this is the trailer for the Switch to the left and the PlayStation to the right. So here you can see the thigh of this female character, but over to the right, there's these strange dust clouds over it. Isn't it interesting that the PlayStation, the PlayStation 4 version, which is I'm guessing what this is, has all these dust clouds all over it. And then the Switch version, this is just the trailer. This is just the trailer, which I find funny. And why? What's up with that? Did Sony do this or did they do this? Okay, and then they put out this statement. Now, I think you're going to be able to get this game uncensored. They're saying that it will be uncensored on all platforms, but it's just odd to me that Sony puts this dust cloud all over their version of the trailer for this, but look at the Nintendo version. No dust clouds. Isn't that funny? So here's what they said. We'll go to the actual interview. I have it highlighted right here. We understand that the Western version of the game won't be censored on Switch, with different companies taking different approaches. How do you feel as a developer when a game must be altered for release in other markets or on other platforms? And this is the response they gave to that answer. The Gust team do not see the need to edit a title for another culture or country as something necessarily bad. We do not have any bad or negative opinions, particularly on this. Each country has their own unique culture, and it really depends on what type of story the director, producer, or creator wants to infuse in the title. Sometimes it might not work for every culture. In the case of Atelier Ryza 2, the title we put together does not need to be censored for any market, and many people around the world can enjoy it as intended. Of course, as a player, I understand the desire to make the game as the creator intended. So before, it kind of sounded like they were totally against it. Now they've kind of come to like a fence riding position. However, the game is assured to come out uncensored on the Switch, But the notable thing there that was said was that it's uncensored on the Switch. So what about the PlayStation version? Now, this interview came out yesterday at 9 a.m. What's going on with the PlayStation version? I find it kind of funny that Sony showed a covered up version here, and the Nintendo version shows the girl in her bikini bottom, no problem. It's very, very odd. So I wonder, is Sony going to censor this game? Now, I don't have any... This is all speculation. This is just a trailer. It could come out just fine. And this is what Tecmo America says right here, message to fans. Despite the differences in the Atelier Ryza 2 promotional videos recently shown at TGS, we want to assure fans that the game itself will not be censored in the West. We hope everyone is looking forward to the upcoming adventure. And that's fair enough, but still, why did Sony do that? That's very odd. And it really does say a lot about Sony and some of the stuff they're doing, particularly with anime censorship. And it's very strange because it's only these anime-style games that they're doing this with. I don't see it with any other type of game. It's usually just these cutesy anime character girls that get edited over here in the West. And I wonder, do they edit it in Japan, or does Japan get it uncensored? It's very strange. So I'm not sure. I can't say. I can say for sure I would have more faith in the Switch version. If you're going to pick this game up, I would not get the PlayStation version. I would pass on it because it's just really weird that they're putting a trailer out so close to this game coming out. I'm pretty sure it comes out soon, like in a month or two. I don't think it's that far off. So why are you throwing dust clouds all over the girls' bottoms? It's so strange. I mean, I guess it's not strange. Sony's been doing some very puritan things lately, but I was kind of surprised by that. So we'll see. It's interesting to me. You got that comment from the company saying, well, it's, if Sony wants to edit it, that's fine. But I understand that frustration. Whereas before they were pretty straight up saying there's going to be no censorship. So I would take a wait and see approach if you want to get that game for the PlayStation. With any anime style game, I would if you have other platforms to get the game on, I would probably do it there because of the stuff that Sony's been doing. Anyway, I don't know. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on this? Are you looking forward to this game? Do you think Sony is going to lose themselves to censorship? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you would, share and like the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.